This is Mr. Wardletorp Meat. Recently, he was asked to undergo several therapy treatments for an illness known as schizophrenia. Mr. Wardletorp Meat exhibits many strange behaviors, such as seeing things and people that no one else can see, feeling threatened, and feeling as if someone is constantly monitoring him. Mr. Wardletorp Meat is not aware of his other personalities, nor does he even know that he has schizophrenia. Today, I'd like to personally help Mr. Wardletorp Meat and correctly and accurately give him a diagnosis. Met our friend Mr. Wardletorp Meat, and today my mission is to help him with his schizophrenic illness. Schizophrenia is a mental illness that can be very, very challenging to treat. It can exhibit strange hallucinations and things that are just so hard to treat that the person would be dismissed as a crazy man and probably put into a home for the rest of their life. So, today, I am Dr.Doctor, and I am going to help Mr. Wardletorp Meat. Before we start the interview, I'd like to tell you a little bit more about the symptoms of schizophrenia. Schizophrenia cannot be positively identified by only one symptom. All of the symptoms of schizophrenia can be found in other mental illnesses. For example, the psychotic symptoms that may be seen in an Alzheimer's patient using illicit drugs, or the manic episodes seen in a person with bipolar disorder. Usually a doctor might study these different symptoms over a period of months. Today, I'll do it in 15 minutes or less. What I'll be looking for is fluctuations in the attitude and facial expressions, any sign of hallucinations, and a lack of emotion in the patient.
Hello?
Hello. How are you today? Could I sit?
I'm fine.
Well, Mr. Wardletorp, it is apparent to me that you have a problem.
No.
Mr. Wardletorp, I don't know if you're aware of this, but you have been diagnosed with schizophrenia. Do you know what that is?
Sounds made up to me.
It's a very, very real disease. It often interferes with a person's ability to think clearly. Now, Mr.
Fine.
Now, Mr.
I think fine.
Mr. Wardletorp, please, I don't want to anger you in any way.
I think fine.
It says here that it challenges your ability to think clearly, and I don't think that, maybe right now you're not thinking clearly enough.
I think fine.
All I'm saying, Mr. Wardletorp Meat, is that you may not be able to distinguish clearly reality from fantasy with this illness called schizophrenia. Are you aware of that?
Yeah.
So you are saying now that you are aware that you might have different personalities at different times.
I was talking to him.
Talking to who?
Him.
Talking to who? There seems to be no one there. Who would you be referring to, Mr. Wardletorp Meat?
I don't know. I don't know this name.
Describe him to me. Describe this person that you're saying.
He's wearing a coat. It's sort of like a trench coat, but not exactly. And it's blue. And, I don't know. He has a belt on. He's wearing black pants. And his shirt is green.
Have you been on any medications for this illness, Mr. Watertorch Mead?
I'm not sure, but I don't think I...
You don't...
There's no illness that I have.
Okay. With any other psychiatric diagnosis, it's important to have a good medical, workup of being diagnosed correctly. So, have you been to any other doctors lately that have told you anything different or at all?
Never been to any.
Excuse me, Mr. Watertorch?
What?
Mr. Watertorch.
My name is not Watertorch.
What is your name?
My name is Drive.
Who?
Derek.
Derek? What's wrong, Derek?
I saw him.
You saw who? Who did you see, Derek?
He couldn't even do anything.
What's wrong? Mr. Watertorch, is it you again?
What?
Who is this? What did you do to Derek?
Who's Derek?
Derek, somebody just came to me and they were crying. They said he couldn't do anything.
This is starting to be a little too much. I don't know what you're talking about. There's no one here except for you and me.
Mr. Watertorch, you just had a episode and broke down in tears. Could you please tell me what's been going on?
There's nothing going on with me.
But maybe Derek.
Who?
He said he's seen someone. Right after you said you seen a man standing here, you broke down into tears, saying your name was Derek and saying that he couldn't do anything to stop something.
I don't believe you.
We're going to need to take a short break. Now we're back. When we left, Mr. Watertorch Mead, or one of his personalities, claimed to have seen a man in a trench coat to the right of myself, here. And another one of Mr. Watertorch Mead's personalities had come out and was crying, saying that he could not escape this man and that he will never stop chasing after him. I'm trying to figure out what Mr. Watertorch Mead may be talking about, but he seems to not be aware of his other personalities. So, Mr. Watertorch Mead, how is your home life? Explain to me how you organize yourself in your everyday life.
Why?
Well, for us to make a clear diagnosis of your illness, I'd like to know how you organize yourself. So, could you please tell me how you organize yourself in your everyday life?
No.
Is there some kind of problem? What is your
Do you
house?
work for them?
Them. Mr. Watertorch, could you please just tell me, how do you organize yourself in your house? No?
No, it's too dangerous for them.
Too dangerous. So you're saying, revealing information to me about how you organize yourself.
And any information about myself is too dangerous.
Too dangerous for what?
No. They're listening.
Who? Who's listening?
They...
What do you see, Mr. Watertorch? Tell me.
They're going to hear us.
Who's going to hear us, Mr. Watertorch?
Shh.
Who are you saying shh to? Is there someone else here? Tell me. You can tell me, Mr. Watertorch. The first step of treatment is to open up and tell.
They'll hear us.
Who will hear us? No one can hurt you here, Mr. Watertorch.
Who are you?
Who am I speaking with? Is this Mr. Watertorch?
Who are you?
My name is Dr.Doctor. You are 100% safe here. Understand that, and you can tell me anything you want to. There's nobody here listening to you.
I don't think so. No.
Mr. Torch Mead, or whoever you are, you're not thinking clearly, and you need to tell me these things so we can diagnose you. Who am I speaking with? Tell me who I'm speaking with.
No. No.
Who is this? You're not Mr. Torch Mead. Who are you?
I'm Mr. Torch.
Now you are.
I've always been.
Just a moment ago, Mr. Torch, you had went into another one of your personalities where I asked you about your house, and you got very defensive and told me that I can't know anything about your personal life, or else they, whoever they are, I don't know who,
no.
More personalities, they will know and they'll find out.
No, that's not. My life is an open book. That doesn't sound like me. I wouldn't do things like that.
Well, that's the basis of this disease. The things that you say or do, they're not you. They're not coming from you. They're coming from a different personality inside of your mind that you have created. You don't know these people exist, but they are definitely there in your mind, and they're creating havoc for your life. But anyway, now that you're back, explain something to me. How do you live in your everyday life? In your home, with your family, friends, other events that happen in your life? Are you
just
organized?
Normal, like anyone else living in the house?
Well, okay. Well, let me ask it in this way. How would you rate yourself on organization within your own home and in your room? Explain to me what your room is organized like.
It's perfect. Everything in there I can...
Explain perfect, Mr. Torch Mead.
Explain my room?
Explain your perfect... Explain to me how you have your room organized. Do you have books on your shelves? Are your clothes folded in the morning time when you get up?
Well, no. But everything I have, I know where it is. I can function normally, like...
Tell me how you function. Tell me, in the morning time when you wake up, where are your keys for your car? You don't even know, do you?
I find them.
Where do you find them? Where are your keys? Where do you keep most of your things?
They're around.
Around where?
At my house.
Do you keep things where they should be, like keys? Some people keep them on a desk next to the door before they leave.
I don't know.
Do you hang them up? Where do you put your coat?
I don't know. There's no specific spot. I just know what they are.
I would definitely say that's kind of disorganized. When you're organized, there is a set way that everything is. You know where things are. Things aren't just there and you pick them up and leave.
I don't have that.
Are you on time for things that you go to?
When I remember.
So you don't often remember things?
Not all the time.
Mr. Torch, I think you have a serious problem.
No. I don't.
Let me tell you some of the other symptoms of schizophrenia. Would that be all right with you, or do you want?
No.
Excuse me?
That would not be all right with me.
Mr. Torch.
No, it's not my name.
Who is this? Mr. Torch. This is completely irrational. I feel that you've lost touch with reality. Who are you?
Look. You see that?
Mr. Torch.
Why is it so green over there? I don't understand it.
What do you mean, Mr. Torch? It's the same color as the rest of the room.
I don't know what that is. Where?
Who are you? Am I speaking with Mr. Torch, or is this someone else? Mr. Torch?
Oh my God.
What seems to be the problem, Mr. Torch?
What? Where are your papers?
You just knocked them off of my desk, Mr. Worldtorch. I don't know why, but I started asking you about your house, and then I asked you could I explain the symptoms of schizophrenia more to you, so you might have a better understanding of this.
I wouldn't mind that. Go ahead. I'd like to know more.
Well, I'll just try to put aside what just happened, and I will tell you what the positive symptoms of schizophrenia are. And when I say positive, I don't mean good. I mean things that you can see from person to person, what I would see viewing you. So, I would probably view you as psychotic. You would have delusions and hallucinations, just like one of your personalities just did. They said that they seen another part of this room as being green. Which makes strange. That is very strange. The room is all one color, as you can see now, right?
Yeah.
It seems very strange to me. You have overt symptoms that shouldn't be there. You feel like people are plotting against you, and when you go to your other personalities, it seems that you're always in fear of something coming after you. Them. You say they or them. They're listening. I know that they're there.
Doesn't sound like me.
It's not you. That's what I'm trying to say. Would you be interested in knowing the negative symptoms of schizophrenia also? The ones that you exhibit here and now.
I guess.
Well, flat emotionlessness is what you're exhibiting to me now. You don't show any signs of any emotions. You haven't smiled once since you've come in here. Mr. Worldtorch, I think that we need to seek some further treatment, some medication for you. Mr. Worldtorch.
No.
What's wrong? Is this Derek? Derek? Is that you?
Yeah.
What's wrong, Derek? Could you tell me what seems to be the problem?
I don't feel good.
Why not? Is there someone after you,
There's
Derek?
too many people.
Too many people? Like what?
I don't like it.
Do you still feel that someone is coming after you, Derek?
They're always after me. I don't do anything.
Why? Do you know why they're coming after you?
No.
Derek, it's...
Get away from me! Oh my God!
My mission was successful. I was able to correctly and accurately diagnose Mr. Worldtorch with schizophrenia. And I also forgave him for attacking me after I found out he was only hitting me as hard as a small schoolgirl. Another personality... Stop.
There's an open book. That's not like me to get defensive.
I know it's not like you, Mr. Worldtorch, but that's what the basis of schizophrenia is. You're not you.
Who are you?
My name is Dr.Doctor.
It's not like me to do things like that.
Well, that's the whole basis of this illness. Things you do are not you. It's someone else. God, stop! Explain to me how you have your room organized. Do you have books on your shelf? Do you have your blankets folded in the morning times and pillows are in the correct place?